Black Friday, a worldwide phenomenon. There is nobody in this world that has not at least heard the term Black Friday. So we want to talk about that a little bit and maybe talk about some of our experiences in it on that day. So take it, bro.
Oh, first, I'd like to start by giving a little history where it came from and what it is and what it represents, what it's used for. It started in America, and it's the day after Thanksgiving, which is a holiday unique to the U.S. And the holiday Thanksgiving is interesting in that it's not a specific calendar day every year, but it's a specific day of the week every year. It's always the last Thursday in the month of November. The day immediately after Thanksgiving, it being Thursday, is a Friday. That Friday marks the end of the November as far as the holidays go, and now the next major holiday is Christmas. So now everything starts to change in the country. All the decor, all the decorations, everything you see starts taking a Christmas motif. You start seeing Christmas trees everywhere, Santas everywhere. Everything gears now towards that. In the retail industry in the US, stores change overnight. If you find a store that's open on Thanksgiving, on Thursday, up till Thursday, you'll notice all the decorations inside, everything's Thanksgiving themed, fall themed. And then at night, a lot of the employees will come in and they'll redesign the entire store overnight, change all the decorations at night, and first thing in the morning, everything is now Christmas themed. And this first Friday after Thanksgiving is Black Friday, and everybody wants to motivate you to come to their store and buy something. So in America, this is the time you find the most sales. Everywhere has a sale. And everybody's trying to convince you, come buy this now. There's always certain items every year that are very special in terms of the kids really want it. They have to have it. They've been seeing commercials build up since summer leading up to this holiday of what's going to be the toy this year, what's going to be the video game, what's going to be that thing every child needs, and if they don't have it, then they would be like ashamed to show their face at school after the Christmas break. So they'll start bugging their parents leading up to this. They'll write their little Christmas list of all the things they want, and you'll see that these few items that are just must-have items, in addition to all the items that are now on sale. Retailers use this to get rid of old inventory, things that are maybe not the newest item, but they'll drop them with a sale price as much as 50%. So now, this day, this one specific day of the year, this one, what I will call unholy day of chaos.
Why unholy day of chaos?
Because
What's so
it
bad
has
about it?
nothing to do with religion whatsoever. This purely has to do with capitalism. This has to do with spending money.
Well,
And you have no regard for your fellow man in this. This is everyone for themselves. I have to get the things I need to get. I need to get them today because they're on sale. I can get them cheap. And if I don't get them today, there's a chance they might not get restocked until after Christmas. So if it's something I want to give as a gift this year, this is a very important day. Now, Thursday, you get together, you're with your family, you have this huge spread of food. Turkey, stuffing, cranberries, salad, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, so much food.
The manigat.
That's in the Italian homes. I'm just generally speaking about the entire nation. All of America, the common thing you're going to have is turkey that night. Different cultures might have different things. You might find, in some of the Latino houses, tacos or enchiladas.
Yeah.
In the Italian homes, you're going to find maybe some lasagna. Different things, different households, but just this whole night everybody's eating, they eat, get stuffed, they relax, watch sports. It's just a peaceful night. Go to bed early in the morning for these Christmas sales.
Yeah.
Before the sun even comes up, you see lines forming outside of stores. Some people immediately after the Thanksgiving dinner take a tent and they will go camp in front of stores if they know it has a hard to find item, and they know that if they're one of the first ones in, they're chomping at the bit waiting for these doors to open. You just see these lines going down the street. In some cases, in some stores, in some cities, these lines will go for blocks of people just waiting, and we call this the Christmas rush.
Yeah.
Now, these people are waiting at the door. The moment these stores open, you just see people running into the store. They came the night before, 2 nights before, and checked the layout of the store. Where exactly in the store is this item located?
That's smart.
Just so that they would have an advantage, get a little edge, so that way they could get to the item they want. And usually they'll have 1 or 2 items in mind, and they'll run through the store. They won't walk. All decorum is lost. They have no dignity anymore. Everybody resorts to an animal, and everybody just runs through the store. I have to get what I want.
Yeah.
On this day that I stand by it, is an unholy day where nobody cares about anybody else, you will see fights break out. You will see people punch each other. You will see people hit each other. You will see people play tug of war over an item. You just grab it and then try and pull it. You'll see people steal items out of other people's carts. This is really interesting because I use the word steal here, and stealing implies ownership, but when it comes to retail, until you've purchased the item, you don't really own it. But still, it's almost like I'm going to buy the item. I've taken it and I've put it in my cart.
I'm going to pay for it.
I'm going to pay for it. I have the intention.
Yeah.
It's going to be mine as long as nothing interferes with it. And now this line becomes blurry because legally it's not stealing if the purchaser hasn't bought it yet. It's still property of the store and you're in the store. So you see people kind of run through this in their mind, and when they're trying to convince themselves it's okay to do this, this is one of like the lines of logic they'll follow. Oh, it's in their cart, but they didn't buy it yet, so it's not theirs. So I'm just going to take it and put it in my cart. This year, when I was in the U.S. for Black Friday, and in my city, at one of the stores, there were 2 TVs left. One of the big screen TVs, and they were on sale. There were just 2 left. One guy takes one, puts it in his cart, and goes down an aisle. Another guy comes and takes it and puts it in his cart, and he starts to go down the same aisle as the other guy. Now, the first guy doesn't see the second guy. He doesn't know that he already has that TV in his cart. He's looking at some stuff on the shelf. A third guy comes. Both the other 2 people don't see him. He takes this television and puts it in his cart and walks away. He goes up to the front and he checks out. Now, while this is going on and this third guy is checking out and buying the TV, the first guy turns around, sees there is no TV in his cart, and he sees the TV he picked in somebody else's cart, not knowing that that guy had actually gotten the second TV and put it in his cart. And he thinks this guy took the TV from his cart.
This guy had the nerve to actually legally steal from him.
These 2 guys start beating each other. They just start punching, kicking. I mean,
really? The police
they had to call the police.
Yeah.
The police came. Meanwhile, this third guy who takes the TV out of the first guy's cart, he buys it, checks out, takes it to his car, loads it up, and he drives away as the cops are pulling up to break up the fight of the first 2 guys. This is not an isolated incident. This is not a rare, thing that happens, a rare event. This is every city in America on this day.
Yeah.
This is happening in stores in every city across the country. Yeah. There's one of this toy left, and 2 women will start fighting each other over this toy or an article of clothing. Men will get into fights over televisions, over video games, over video game consoles, over computers. It is chaos.
Yeah.
It is pure chaos unraveled in one day of capitalistic glory.
Hell breaks loose, really.
It's an unholy day. Yeah. It's an interesting day. Honestly, if you don't need anything and don't care about the sales, because the average person doesn't actually do the research on this. What's really interesting, if you understand capitalism, it's about making money, not losing money. So months in advance, the prices will go up.
Yeah.
And then leading up to this day, the prices will slowly drop back down. The thing is, on this day, it's actually not on sale for cheaper than it should be. It's actually back to the price it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But the price was
It's a
jacked
very
up
bad trip.
a couple months in advance.
That's true, it's a
So
good
the people are actually fighting themselves over paying the normal price for an item that they should have paid.
Yeah.
If they had bought it maybe back in September or possibly October before the prices went up. So the real thing to do is, if you have the opportunity to be in America or a place where they have a Black Friday and there's Black Friday sales, and it's a year that there's something hot, do your
Yeah.
Christmas shopping early. Get yourself on Black Friday, get yourself a bag of popcorn, and go to the store and just enjoy the show. Just watch these people fighting over everything, the stupidest things. It's like, just I have to be the one that buys it. I have to get this thing as a stocking stuffer. This has to be the shirt that I buy for my niece. It's absolute chaos, and if you enjoy chaos, I totally recommend at least experiencing it once from an observer, from the position of an observer. As a spectator, go watch it. And if you have to compete in it, may God be with you.
No, so what I hate is like you said, the commercialization of it, and the fact that I never purchase anything on Black Fridays. I just sit back home, enjoy my popcorn, and that's it. Even if I need something, I wouldn't. I hate big crowds. I mean, I love major cities, okay, but I'm a suburban kid. I love the suburbs where everything is so polite. Everybody's so polite. Everything is so quiet, calm and quiet, open fields. Forget about the city fest. I'm a suburban kid. I want to stay suburban. Suburbs. Yay.
No.
Go suburbs.
No, I love the city life. I am a huge urban fan. And, you know, if you're like a UFC or a wrestling fan or something.
I'm a huge UFC fan, okay?
You,
I'm
you
like
pay
Conor
money for...
I'm like Conor McGregor all the way. Forget about it.
You can pay money to watch these events live as pay-per-view events. Why would you spend money? You could just go to this for free.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I get the whole thing. Like I said, I love the UFC, but I don't know. I hate shopping. You know what?
You don't have to hate shopping. You just have to enjoy watching people go crazy.
Also, I would like to put another note that the police are extremely busy on Black Friday.
Is one of the busiest days
It's literally the night they don't they wouldn't sleep for 3, 4, 5 straight nights, maybe even more.
As far as retail days go and busy days for police in the U.S., that's one of the busiest days, because not only do you have people getting into altercations over small trivial items and fighting each other. There have been instances in the U.S. that I've seen in the news of people actually getting killed over items. But on top of that, people use the chaos in these stores, and the thieves come out. And you'll see a lot of things get shoplifted on that day.
Shoplifting, looting, everything.
Every single retailer in the industry, that is the number one day of shrinkage. That's the number one day that things get shoplifted from their store, because there's so much going on, they can't keep track of everything. Yeah. And also in the U.S., if somebody works in retail, almost nobody gets that day off. Everybody that works in retail has to come in for Black Friday, because every store needs more than the normal employees to manage it, because there's so much going on, so many people buying things.
Yeah. I don't know. Still not convinced. I mean,
that's why we call it Black Friday.
Black Friday.
There's nothing pleasant about this. There's nothing nice about it.
So
this is one of those days.
Exactly. So the lesson that must be learned from this clip, I would say, don't give in to commercials. Everywhere advertisements, everywhere billboards here and there, buy the next best thing, do this and do that. Then you'll find yourself in a position that you're just doing everything in order to have this great and beautiful commodity that's been commercialized. I love iPhone. I would like to, I always like to. Who doesn't? Yeah. Okay. So, not talking about that, but I mean, yeah, I like iPhone. I don't like to have such and such and such and such and such items. It just makes no sense. So we don't want to keep the. We want to make the
moral of the story: do your Christmas shopping early.
Yeah,
be prepared. And when I say be prepared, I mean don't have to go out and buy anything that day. Just get a bag of popcorn, pick a store, and watch the chaos.
Also live in the suburbs.
Urban life.
Okay, I also like the urban life, but like, dude, nothing beats the suburbs.
Except the urban.
You ought to admit that. Come on.
Except the urban life.
Okay, fine.
You just want to live
wanna-
in the rural areas.
I love it,
I could see you on a farm.
but I'm a farm boy myself. These hands, they've done a lot of things. Okay, it may have sounded kind of bad, but farm-wise, it's the farm life. All right, get your head straight. All right. I hope
City life.
you all enjoyed that. We will have much more to come. It's the culture, American culture, world culture. We'll talk about I don't know, it's culture everywhere, like whether it's in Asia, Europe, Africa, the U.S., America, the whole continent, and whatnot, Australia. And guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And we have much more to come. And have a lovely day and stay safe.